and gentlemen, this is Uncle Claude here, and I will be doing my play-by-play version for the New York Yankee playoff game against the Boston Red Sox. This is a winner-go-home wild card playoff game, and this is actually nothing new. 43 years ago, the Yankees and Red Sox had to play a one-game playoff, so to speak. This was before the modern-day wild card era. 43 years ago in Fenway Park. And everybody remembers the Bucky Dent home run, which put the Yankees ahead 3-2. But that was not the difference in the ball game. The difference in the ball game was a tremendous blast by Reggie Jackson. Reggie hit a two-run blast to make it at that time 5-2. The Yankees would end up winning the game by a score of 5-4. And now Jerry Remy, they're riding him out. He's a Red Sox analyst, and he's been in ill health over the past few years. And in fact, he has he has an oxygen tank with him. I remember when he was actually the second baseman for that game in 1978. In fact, Carl Yastrzemski popped up to Craig Nettles. That was the final out in that game in 1978 off of the right arm of Goose Gossage, Hall of Fame relief pitcher for the New York Yankees. And I believe Jerry Remy will be throwing out the first pitch. Oh, there goes Dwight Evans, another Red Sox favorite. He was the right fielder in that particular baseball game as well. Yeah, I remember that game very, very well, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, Mike Torres was the starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. He had just won the World Series in '77. In fact, no, that's Dennis Eckersley. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Eck. Dennis Eckersley was on that '78 team. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he won 20 games for the Red Sox that particular season. Now, the starting lineups for the Yankees. The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo, will be leading off, and he'll be playing first base. Batting second is the right fielder, Aaron Judge. Batting third for the Yankees, arguably their hottest hitter. In fact, he had a 3-home run weekend against the Red Sox, and he hit a couple of bombs. Hey, Royal Court, how you doing this evening? Yes, I do believe it'll be an awesome game. I'm not sure if the Yankees will come away with it or not. I'm obviously rooting for the Yankees, but I will do my best, obviously, to be biased. I mean, hey, they're not paying me. But I am a Yankee fan, and I have been a Yankee fan for a long time. Giancarlo Stanton will be the designated hitter, batting third. Batting fourth, left fielder Joey Gallo. Batting fifth, playing second base will be Gleyber Torres. Batting sixth will be the center fielder Brett Gardner. Batting seventh will be the third baseman Gino Urshela. Batting eighth, the catcher will be Ikashioka. It will not be Gary Sanchez, who has struggled. In fact, he hit about 205 this season. Hey, Michelle's daughter, how's everything? Yeah, definitely go Yankees, no doubt about it. And batting ninth will be the shortstop Velasquez. And pitching for the New York Yankees tonight will be Garrett Cole. He had a record of 16-8, 3.23 ERA, and a whip of 1.06, which is outstanding. He also led the league in strikeouts. Garrett Cole, if he's going right, he definitely has shutout to no-hitter stuff. If he's going, and he'll give up an occasional home run or two, no question about it. Now the Red Sox lineup, Kyle Schwarber will be batting first. He is the designated hitter. Kiki Hernandez will be batting second. Devers batting third. Bogarts batting fourth. Verdugo batting fifth. Renfroe batting sixth. Pulwecki batting seventh. Dahlbeck batting eighth. and Arroyo batting ninth. And on the mound for the Boston Red Sox will be Nathan Eovaldi, the ex-Yankee. Nathan Eovaldi definitely has filthy stuff, and he's one of the guy, one of those guys. If you're going to get to him, you have to get to him early. Similar to Garrett Cole, you'll know if they have it early or not. Eovaldi, despite the multiple injuries, and he's had Tommy John surgery a couple of times, but he has an incredible right arm. He will throw up to 98, 99 miles an hour. He has an outstanding changeup, and he has a wicked slider. On the other hand, Garrett Cole, definitely a high 90s fastball, will reach 100 miles an hour every so often. Has a wonderful curveball, good slider. He is a wonderful pitcher. As I mentioned before, he is definitely the Yankees' ace, and they have gotten him for games like this. 43 years ago, the Yankees had the ultimate edge, and if you, well, I'm a little older than probably most of you that are watching the game and listening to this play-by-play. In 1978, as I mentioned, Mike Torres took the mound for the Boston Red Sox, and a fellow by the name of Louisiana Lightning, a.k.a. Ron Guidry, was the pitcher for the New York Yankees, and he had one of the most incredible seasons I've ever seen a pitcher have. He was 25-3 that season, and he had an ERA of 1.53. He was outstanding, and he was the one who won that particular game in 1978. Goose Gossage came in and got the save. In fact, he pitched 3 innings to get that save for the New York Yankees. This is going to be a classic, no question about it, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit that like button on the way in. I really appreciate you joining me for this scintillating baseball game. This will be one of the classics, no question about it. And you could make a case that Aaron Boone is managing for his job in this particular baseball game. And yes, you know I'm not making this up. If you're a Yankee fan, you know that Aaron Boone has not exactly been up to snuff, at least in my opinion, and several others as Yankee manager. You know, it is crazy to think that the Red Sox are now the preeminent franchise in the American League. For many a season, it was the New York Yankees. The Yankees still have the most World Series championships, no question about it, but the Yankees have not won the World Series since 2009, where just a couple of years ago the Red Sox did win the Fall Classic. Now, the Red Sox did not make the playoffs last year. Last year was a rebuilding year for the Red Sox, but here they are back in the postseason in the wild card game. Nathan Eovaldi right now is warming up. The Red Sox wearing the home red instead of their white with red trim this evening. As I mentioned, Eovaldi definitely throws hard. He does have a very good splitter. His record, even though it's underwhelming at 11-9, his ERA is pretty good at 3.75, but his WHIP is 1.19, which is outstanding. And in 182 in the third innings, 195 strikeouts, which is also outstanding. And I tell you what, the Yankees normally hit Nathan Eovaldi pretty good. And it'll be interesting to see how the Yankees start out tonight. Again, Rizzo, Judge, and Stanton, the first 3 to start out this game. Aaron Judge, they're showing him in the batter's box right now. The Yankees averaged 4.4 runs a game, which is only 10th in the American League, but they were 3rd in all the American League in home runs, 222 long balls. Nathan Eovaldi ready. These heated rivals, probably the most heated rivalry in professional sports right now, especially with the fortunes of my Pittsburgh Steelers. And we're just about underway as Anthony Rizzo digs in. Left-handed power hitter. Started out like a house of fire when he came to New York from the Chicago Cubs. Evaldi's ready. Now Rizzo calls time and steps out of the batter's box. And now he digs back in. Sets his stance. Evaldi's ready. Here comes the first pitch. It's a fastball. Rizzo rips it down to the first base line. The first baseman steps on it, one away. One pitch, one out. And I'm pretty sure the Red Sox would love to see that. They want to see Evaldi go at least 6 innings. And up steps Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge had an incredible year. He was able to stay healthy for the most part this season, and the numbers show it. He hit .287, 39 home runs, and 98 runs batted in, and an OPS of 0.917. That's outstanding. Judge is obviously susceptible to the low strike. Evaldi would want to keep the ball down. And that's a strike. 98 miles an hour, low and inside. Judge digging in. Evaldi wheels and deals. And he got into his wheelhouse. That's a pop fly to right field. 2 away. Wow, 3 pitches, 2 outs for Nathan Evaldi. Yeah, he got right in there, 98 miles an hour. In on the hands. Stanton had an incredible weekend for the Yankees. He hit 3 bombs. Nothing bigger than that grand slam on Saturday night. I mean, that ball still might be going. He hit such a bomb. Evaldi wheels and deals. Popped up and out of play. Strike 1. He just got under it. When the ball goes straight back like that, that means he just got under that pitch. Stanton hit .273, 35 home runs and 97 runs batted in, and an .870 OPS. He was outstanding. The 0-1 pitch. And there it goes! What a bomb! It's 1-0 Yankees! Oh, he just missed it, went off the wall. My mistake. Stanton stays at first. He hit it so hard that it ricocheted right to the left fielder. A wonderful job by the left fielder of the Red Sox. Oh, I thought Stanton had a home run. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. I just knew that ball was gone. And Stanton was admiring his work, which is why he only had a single instead of maybe a double. Boy, Stanton hit that ball so hard, he thought it was gone, but the Green Monster got him. And it went right back, ricocheted right to the left fielder. That was played perfectly. And Stanton only has a single. So 2 out, Stanton at first, and now Joey Gallo at the plate, and he pops it up and out of play. Strike 1. 97 miles an hour off the arm of Evaldi. Gallo only hit .199, but he had 38 home runs and 77 runs batted in. That .199 batting average is atrocious. The 0-1 pitch. 0-2. 97 inside. But over the plate. Now the Red Sox fans stand up. They're all standing and cheering. The 0-2 pitch to Gallo. That is low. That was a turbo sinker low. It's 1-2 to Joey Gallo. Stanton at first, 2 out. It's just the top of the first, no score. Evaldi looks like he's got his good stuff so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gallo fouls it away. 97 for Nathan Eovaldi. Now, Joey Gallo is such a crazy hitter. Now, he led the American League in walks with 111, but he has 213 strikeouts, far and away the leader in all of Major League Baseball. So he is definitely the most feast or famine hitter in all of Major League Baseball. Now it's 2-2. That was a slider inside. Nice job by the catcher, Arroyo. Eovaldi hits the rosin bag. Now he's getting himself together. Stanton, no threat at all to run at first. The 2-2 pitch. Low, did he go around? Yes, he did. Strike three called. That's the end of the top of the first inning. Yankees nothing. Leave a runner at first. No runs. No runs, one hit, no errors. One man left. At the end of the top of the first, the Yankees nothing and the Red Sox will be coming to bat, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to say that was a wasted opportunity, but Joey Gallo, as I mentioned before, is the feast or famine hitter, no question about it. And right there was straight famine. He struck out, check swing. And let's face it, 99.9% of the time in baseball nowadays, if you check swing, you just might as well have a full swing because you're going to be called out. No question about it. Thanks for all the likes, ladies and gentlemen. As you come in, please, if you may hit the like button, I really would appreciate that. Boy, this is going to be one of those nail biters. I can see this coming down to probably the last inning, if not extra innings. I mean, the bullpens of both teams, I'm pretty sure will be stressed. And if you're a Yankee fan like I am, you remember Aroldis Chapman giving up 2 bombs to end playoff runs for the Yankees. One against the Houston Astros, and one, of course, against the Tampa Bay Rays. Listen, if he cannot have that happen once again this season. He cannot. That happens again, then, listen, they might send him back to Cuba. Because much too many times he has come up short in a big spot for the New York Yankees. Now, he's a folk hero in Chicago, along with Anthony Rizzo. Hey, Chocolate for him, how you doing this evening? It's good to see you in the chat. I really appreciate everybody in the chat this evening. Yeah, I'm doing my play-by-play thing this evening. And in fact, here's Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole's first in wins in the American League. He was third in ERA, second in WHIP. And his strikeout rate of 34% is the best in all of baseball. Now, he does give up a lot of home runs, and I tell you what, he did not exactly end the season great. He was 2-2 with a 6.15 ERA, and opponent's batting average 311, and the opponent's OPS was 930. That is awful. Let's hope that he was just fine-tuning things, and he rights the ship tonight. His first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner, strike one, 97 miles an hour. Cole, much like Eovaldi, will routinely be between 97 to 100 miles an hour. Boy, he tried to climb the ladder there. It's 1-1, also 97 miles an hour. Kyle Schwarber, the designated hitter, he hit 266, 32 home runs and 71 ribbies for the Boston Red Sox. And Schwarber calls time at the last moment. pitchers hate that when they're in the middle of a windup and right before they start dealing, they call time. It's 2-1. Right now, he looks like he's a little high with his fastball. So the count is 2-1 for Kyle Schwarber. The 2-1 pitch took something off that one. 2-2. Cole will feature a changeup, a slider, but he is a predominant fastball pitcher. He likes to live high in the strike zone, which is also why he gives up his fair share of home runs. And most power pitchers do, no question about it. The 2-2 pitch. Schwarber hits it into straightaway center. Gardner is under it. 1 away. Brett Gardner, the last holdover of the 2009 championship Yankees. The very last one. And Kyle Schwarber knows he just missed one. And you can see the dejected swing right after he missed. I mean, he hit the pitch, but he didn't get it squared up. Next up for the Red Sox is Kiki Hernandez. Hey, deal, strike one. Slider, upper right quadrant there. The center fielder, Kiki Hernandez, batting .250 with 20 home runs, 60 RBIs. 0-1 pitch. Another pop-up. I believe it's the second baseman. Yep. Gleyber Torres gets that one, and it's 2 away. And now striding to the plate is Mr. Devers, who had some he had some locker room material for the Yankees. He was jawing a little bit, but when you hit 38 home runs and have 113 RBIs, I guess you can do that. Cole deals high and away, ball 1, 97 miles an hour. Rafael Devers this season has hit 3 home runs. He was 4 of 11 against Garrett Cole, 3 of the 4 long balls. He also struck out 5 times. 1-1. Boy, a generous call with a low slider, 87 miles an hour. Rafael Devers right now is the Red Sox best hitter. Wow, he blew that one by him at 99 miles an hour. That was power against power, and Cole won that battle. 1-2. 99 miles an hour. He certainly challenged Devers with that fastball. It'll be interesting to see what he comes up with here. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a slider. Oh, no, he went up and in. Backed him away a bit. It's 2-2. That does make sense. You do not want left-handed power hitters to extend their arms. So it makes sense for him to go high and tight with that 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Wouldn't be shocked if I see him go low and away with the slider. Just missed. It is 3-2 to Rafael Devers. They're definitely going to pitch him carefully here. But there are already 2 outs. The 3-2 pitch, ball 4, he walked him. Good job of battling by Rafael Devers. He went from 1-2 to drawing a walk. And that's the Red Sox first base runner with 2 outs. Now striding to the plate for the Boston Red Sox is Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop. And he might be their hottest hitter right now. He's hitting 290. He hit 295 over the season, 23 home runs and 79 RBIs. Devers has a decent lead at first, but I don't expect him to go anywhere. The pitch by Cole, slider outside. It is a 1-0. Xander Bogaerts started out hot in the first half. He cooled off tremendously in the second half. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike. Slider right over the plate, 88 miles an hour. Cole definitely has to change speeds, no question about it. Has to change the elevation. He's definitely at his best when he throws that high cheese. Oh, he just missed. I'm shocked they call that a ball. It's 2-1. That was a beautiful slider on the lower half. And he did just miss. That was a good job by the referee. By the umpire, excuse me. I do not think that Bogaerts will see a fastball here. He's going to see a steady diet of curveballs and sliders. He might throw a show me ball. And he did throw, oh my goodness. It's hit the straightaway center. Going back, it's gone. It's 2-0 Boston. A home run. And that's what I was afraid of. He tried to sneak the fastball by him, and he didn't miss. It went to straightaway center, and it's gone. 2-0 Boston. And the Boston crowd is raucous right now. A long home run, 427 feet off the bat of Xander Bogaerts. Boy, oh boy, you cannot throw this kid a fastball. He does not miss fastballs. And it was up and over the plate, and he just launched it. And they're having fun in the Red Sox dugout right now. And he pops it up. Verdugo pops it up, and Gleyber Torres settles under it, and the inning is over, but not before a long home run off the bat of Xander Bogaerts. And it's 2-0 Boston, end of the first inning. Oh, what a terrible job. That is the worst case scenario for the Yankees. A terrible job by Garrett Cole. You cannot throw him a fastball in that sequence. Cannot do it. He tried to challenge him. It failed. Now, I'm pretty sure that Bogaerts will not see another fastball his next time up. He's going to see a steady diet of sliders and changeups. Sliders and curveballs, excuse me. Next up for the Yankees will be Gleyber Torres, Brett Gardner, and Gino Urshela. Those will be the first 3 up for the Yankees. Seeing if they can right the ship and at least tie the game. But luckily there is still plenty of time, and maybe those will be the only runs that Cole gives up. And listen, the Yankees cannot afford to give up many more runs because Eovaldi is, he definitely has filthy stuff. And if he's on his A game, and it looks like he is, he looked very strong in the first inning. Runs could be hard to come by. But they have to be patient because Evaldi can get a little wild in the strike zone. So as long as the Yankees maintain a patient approach, they can still be in this baseball game. No question about it. At the end of October, the NBA season will start. So, boy, they're showing that, and that was a changeup. You know what? Changeups over the plate normally do go 400 plus feet, especially when it's flattened over the plate the way Garrett Cole's changeup was. Thought it was a fastball, but those changeups go a long way. And of the 3 career postseason home runs that Bogarts has, 2 of them are against the Yankees. And upstairs, Gleyber Torres, first pitch from Evaldi is a strike 98 in the black, outside corner. Evaldi looks sharp tonight. Torres was disappointing, 259, 9 home runs, and 59 RBIs. He had the COVID attack. He misses a fastball up and in, 0-2 to Gleyber Torres. The postseason hopefully will be the Yankees' redemption because a lot of players like Torres really disappointed. If it weren't for Judge and Stanton, they probably would not be here in the postseason at all. But Stanton, Judge, and Garrett Cole are the huge factors of why the Yankees are here in this play-in game, wild card game. They 1-2, now 2-2. Those were 2 sliders just off the plate, thinking that Torres would chase. Torres normally a very good postseason performer for the Yankees. The 2-2 pitch from Evaldi, outside. That was 99 miles an hour. Now it's a full count, 3-2 to Torres. Let's see what Torres does. Remember, Devers walked after working the count 3-2. Here's the pitch. Torres goes with it, line to right, and there's one away. It was hit hard, but that's an atom ball. What I mean by that is the ball was hit right to the right fielder. Next up now is Brett Gardner, the Yankee veteran. This would more than likely be his final season in pinstripes, if not in baseball, period. He had talked retirement. In fact, the Yankees had talked him out of it this year. Gardner was a free agent. No one picked him up. But he came back to the Yankees, and he's been valuable, especially with that huge injury at the beginning of the season to their regular center fielder. Right now, his name escapes me. Gardner hit only .222 this season. The 1-0 pitch from Evaldi, 1-1. That was a slow curveball, a high strike. The 1-1 from Evaldi. 1-2, 99 miles an hour again. Gardner dissatisfied with that call. He thought it was high and outside. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the second inning, 2-0 Red Sox. Here comes the 1-2 from Evaldi. It's high, 2-2. Hey, Sassy Francis, how you doing this evening? Good to see you. Good to see you. Gardner digs in. Evaldi looks like he's ready to deal. The 2-2 pitch struck him out. That was a beautiful curveball. That was a 12-6er. That's the second strikeout by Nathan Evaldi and 2 away. And next up will be Gino Urshela. That was a filthy 12-6 curveball. Look at that spin if you're watching on television. So Gardner down on strikes. Gino Urshela, he taps and no play. The catcher tried, but he couldn't pick it up. So a 2-out base hit infield single for Gino Urshela. And that will bring up the catcher, Higashioka, for the New York Yankees. So 1 on and 2 out. That was sort of a swinging bunt there by Urshela. Looks like Urshela may have pulled something there, but it'll take more than that to take him out of the game, especially with the Yankees already being shorthanded. No DJ LeMahieu, who is on the injured list. In fact, I don't know if LeMahieu would even be taken off of there if they made it to the division series. Fouled away, strike 1. That was a slider. So Urshela hurt himself on Sunday, and they weren't sure if he was going to be able to play as he made that catch on a foul ball in the dugout. He was taken out of the game, but he was obviously well enough to play this evening, and he's on at first with 2 out. The 0-1, 0-2, that was a feeble swing by Higashioka. That was a wicked slider by Nathan Evaldi. So now the Red Sox faithful is on their feet with 2 strikes. 1 on, 2 outs, 0-2 to Higashioka. The 0-2 pitch, he lays off way outside with the slider. It's 1-2. Kyle Higashioka had a decent season, but he only hit 181 himself. But he's a better catcher defensively than Gary Sanchez. Even though Sanchez average is not that much better, Sanchez will launch one. Fouled straight back. He was on that fastball. It is still 1-2. When the ball is hit straight back like that, that means he just missed it. He just missed squaring it up. Boy, baseball is truly a game of inches. No question about it. Evaldi gets ready to deal. It is 2-2. And I believe he went around with the slider. He does. It doesn't pay to check swing, ladies and gentlemen. You might as well go full or go home. They're going to call every check swing. Did it look like he went around? It did not look like he went around, but they're going to call that every time. So, 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 in the game for Nathan Evaldi. At the end of 1.5, Boston 2, Yankees nothing. Boston coming up to bat in the second half, in the bottom of the second. I can't say the Yankees have had any golden opportunities as of yet, but Garrett Cole has to give them a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the second. Cole has to give the Yankees at least 5. Or else you're just going to see nothing but arms come out of that bullpen. I mean, he is the 300 plus $1 million man. He was brought here from Houston to pitch in games like this. This is not a good start. A long, long straightaway home run. I understand challenging the hitter, but there are certain hits you cannot make that mistake. Change up out and over the plate. He's going to hit that out every time, and that's just what happened with Xander Bogaerts and that long home run that he hit to straightaway center, 427 feet. Tell you, the Red Sox lineup very similar to the Yankees lineup, but they have more contact hitters than the Yankees do. The Yankees have many more feast or famine type hitters than the Red Sox hitters. As I mentioned, the Red Sox are not a preeminent franchise ever since 04. But the Yankees still have the most World Series of any other franchise in the major leagues, 27 championships. Their last, though, coming at 2009, they didn't make any World Series in the 2010s. And here it is, 2021. And recent history definitely favors the Red Sox in the postseason. We remember what happened in 2004 and 2007. Cole deals, high strike, 97 miles an hour on the outside part of the plate. And this is the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe, 259, 31 home runs, and 96 runs batted in. High and inside, 1-1. I mean, you listen, every great pitcher has to pitch inside, and Garrett Cole has to keep them honest with the inside fastball. And that was a perfect pitch after the high and tight fastball, and 89 miles an hour sweeping slider. Here's the 1-2 to Renfroe. And he pops it up. Coming all the way from right, it goes out of play. Aaron Judge just missed it. It bounced into the stands. It's a harmless foul ball. It's still 1-2 to Hunter Renfroe, the right fielder. I mean, that was definitely in no man's land, but I want to say it's an easier play for Judge, but either way, it was a tough play. Cole deals, and he struck him out. Boy, that was a nice sweeping changeup in the dirt. One away. Now coming up for the Boston Red Sox. Strike one. Cole deals another slider on the outside corner. Kevin Polwicki, the catcher, who's hitting 287, 3 home runs, and 15 RBIs. He only played 64 games this season. The 0-1 from Cole, 0-2, 97 in the black. So Cole has him set up. 0-2 to Polwicki. Cole deals. Low and outside, that was a slider, 89 miles an hour. The 1-2 pitch from Cole. Just outside. Another slider, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. That's hit the straightaway center. Gardner going back, giving chase. It goes off the wall. Gardner plays it off. He cruises into second Polwicki with a double. A one-out double for Kevin Polwicki, and the Red Sox are set up with a runner in scoring position. Another that fastball was up and over the plate, 98 miles an hour, but it was in the heart of the plate, and big league hitters will hit it a far way. Lucky that didn't go out. So the runner at second with only one out. Cole has to keep him there at second, has to strand that runner. That runner cannot cross. And here's Dalbec with a runner in scoring position. Ball one, 99, high and away. Now Bobby Dalbec, the first baseman, 25 home runs, 78 runs batted in, a 240 batting average. And these are the stress pitches for Garrett Cole. The 1-0 took something off that one, 1-1. That was a good changeup. Tell you, the Red Sox faithful is on their feet with just about every pitch. The 1-1. High, and he went for the high cheese. It's 1-2. 99 miles an hour. He swung at ball two. But if you're a Yankee fan, you will definitely take it. Polwicki at second, one out. Oh, how did he miss? Oh, my goodness. That was a nice curveball, and Cole is upset. He thought that was strike three. I don't blame him. If you're a pitcher, you want that pitch. You want that pitch around the knees. The 2-2 fouled away. He was on that pitch, 99 miles an hour. Fouled it straight back. That means he's got it timed. Two and two, one on and only one out. The 2-2 pitch. 3-2. That was 90, low and away in the dirt. Nice scoop by the Yankee catcher, Higashioka. It's a full count to the first baseman, Dalbec. Cole already at 34 pitches in only the second inning. Here's the 3-2. He struck him out. He got him with a slider. Outside corner. There's two away. That's a big strikeout. Number 2 for Garrett Cole. That was a huge strikeout. That was a filthy slider on the outside part of the plate. He tied him up. I think he was looking fastball. He got the slider. And yes, he did go around. 2 away. And up comes Christian Arroyo. Arroyo's hitting 262 this season. Cole deals. That was a slider. Chopped away, strike one. Thanks for the like. I really appreciate that. Christian Arroyo batting 262, 6 home runs, 25 RBI. He only had 57 games this season. And he is the Red Sox second baseman. That was such a good slider by Cole. And he has to have command of that slider. The 0-1. Make it 0-2, 97. The high cheese gets the rat every time. It is 0-2 to the Red Sox catcher, Christian Arroyo. Hey, peace and blessings, Black Nefertiri. I'm having a rough time with these Yankees who are already down 2-0. But Cole is one pitch away from getting out of this inning. It is 0-2 to Arroyo. Cole about to deal. The windup and the pitch. Oh, he just missed with the slider. He just missed. He thought he had strike three. Just outside the strike zone. That was a beautiful setup pitch by Garrett Cole. That was a nice slider. The 1-2 pitch. Cole gets ready to deal. He kicks and winds. And he struck him out with the high cheese again. So Cole gets out of the inning unscathed. It's still 2-0 Red Sox. At the end of two, Boston 2, Yankees nothing. And the first three for the Yankees will be Velasquez, Rizzo, and Judge. So back to the top of the order in the top of the third inning for the New York Yankees. Nathan Eovaldi has looked very strong the first two innings. Now he has had runners on base. Now the single by Stanton could have been a double. He thought it would have been a home run, but Urshela, that was a swinging bunt. But right now, the Red Sox have to be very pleased with the effort of Nathan Eovaldi, the starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. They expect him to probably go 4-5 innings. Eovaldi, listen, if Eovaldi gives him 5 2/3, the Red Sox will be very proud and very pleased with that. Then the Red Sox can mix and match with their bullpen. Cole has to go 5.5 or 5 2/3 for the Yankees. There's just no way around it. I mean, everything is basically set up for Cole to go 5-6 innings, and then the Yankees can shorten it with their bullpen. And I would not be shocked if we see Luis Severino be one of the first out of the bullpen. The way the Yankees setup men have been pretty consistent this season. And Severino, ever since he was taken off the injured list, he has pitched very well for the Yankees coming out of the pen. And he might need to do so this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yankees dodged a bullet there, having a runner in scoring position and only one out. Boy, I tell you, they are showing certain things on the network that is showing the baseball game on TV. I tell you what, that David Ortiz, he was a Yankee killer. Ortiz and Ramirez used to murder the Yankees when they were part of the Boston Red Sox. And now they're showing Bucky Dent. And on the first pitch, it's a lazy fly ball to left field. Camps under it, one away. One pitch, one out. Yankees have to change their approach. They have to be much more selective. Bucky Dent has 2 World Series championship rings with the Yankees. He'll always be remembered for that home run in 1978. It just barely went over the Green Monster. I remember that very, very well. I was a very young man. And Rizzo steps in. He bounced to first, his last time up. 0 for 1. Rizzo, a classic pull power hitter. Stands right over the plate. The 1-0 and now 2-0. I like Rizzo's approach. Not swinging at the first thing he sees. He's very selective. Has a good eye. The 2-0 from Eovaldi. There's a strike. A slider at the knees. Eovaldi's slider has been very, very sharp this evening. Rizzo digs in. As I mentioned, he stands right over the plate. Fouled away, 2-2. Eovaldi comes back to even the count at 2-2. Now they're showing the famous home run. Bucky Dent just snaked over the Green Monster there. The Yankees ended up winning that game 5-4. You know, it's funny they show that. They did not show the Reggie Jackson blast. He just does not get enough credit for that. Now, he missed a hanging curveball. Went straight back. Rizzo upset at himself. He knows he had a pitch to hit, and he missed it. That was a hanger, and he fouled it straight back. Rizzo now steadies himself, stands right back over the plate, sets his stance, waiting for the pitch from Eovaldi. Eovaldi taking his time. Rizzo calls time. And now takes a few hacks. Now he's going back into the batter's box. It's a 2-2 count to Anthony Rizzo, the Yankee first baseman. Eovaldi deals 2-2. He fouls it right off his shin guard. Here we go again. Still 2-2. Rizzo fidgeting outside the batter's box. Now he steps back in. And he's asking the umpire, was that a strike? The umpire says yes. Rizzo steadies himself. He stands right over that plate again. Relaxes in his stance. Eovaldi deals the 2-2, fouled straight back. Still 2-2. Rizzo battling in this at-bat against Nathan Eovaldi. And if nothing else, just putting a longer pitch count because Eovaldi does wear down. I mean, for him to go 5 innings, the Red Sox would be ecstatic. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The 2-2 pitch, fouled away. Nasty low and inside slider from Eovaldi. Rizzo still stands in. They got Rizzo for being clutch like this. He chokes up on the bat a little bit. And he struck him out. He got with a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, blew it right by him. That's the fourth strikeout for Evaldi, and there are two down in the top of the third inning. Boy, he blew that four-seamer right by Anthony Rizzo. As I said, Evaldi's got his good stuff today, no question about it. And up comes Aaron Judge with nobody on and two out. Evaldi deals. Judge hits it to straightaway right center, but there's still room. It stays in the ballpark. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox. Boston 2, Yankees nothing. Heading to the bottom of the third inning. Oh boy, the Yankees are not making it easy on the fans, no question about it. Red Sox fans are happy right now, but the Yankee fans not so much. And Garrett Cole gets ready to come out for the bottom of the third inning. The Yankees have to take on a much more relaxed approach. I liked Rizzo's approach, even though he did strike out. He made him work, and you have to make Evaldi work because Evaldi will leave one up in the zone. He'll leave a flat slider there, and those sliders, as we saw, go a long way. You saw what happened with the Cole changeup, which was out over the plate, a sloppy 90-mile-an-hour changeup, and that went right over the center field wall 427 feet later. And the Red Sox have that 2-0 lead. In fact, the top of the Red Sox order will be coming up to start the bottom of the third inning for the Red Sox. It will be Schwarber, Hernandez, and Devers. Oh boy, this Yankee team has not made it easy. This 2021, they have run hot and cold all season long, and right now they are cold, and that's how they started out cold this season. But then they had a real long hot streak in the middle of June and July. Then they had another cold streak. Then they got hot again. So they ended up cold, and it took a win to solidify them even getting a playoff spot at the very last game of the season. Aaron Judge with a walk-off single. Now Garrett Cole is back on the mound for the Yankees. He hits the rosin bag. Schwarber steps in. Cole is ready to deal. Here's the pitch from him, and it's a strike. It's a slider on the outside corner of the plate. Strike one. Cole deals. 0-2, 98-mile-an-hour fastball fouled straight back. Well, not straight back. It was fouled back left side. 0-2 quickly to Kyle Schwarber. The 0-2, way outside. It's 1-2. That was a show me changeup. The 1-2. Oh, he got all of that. There it goes. It is long gone. Schwarber got all of that. It is 3-0 Red Sox. Oh, my goodness. That ball was smoked, and that went out 435 feet to right center field. That ball was crushed. I tell you, this Garrett Cole, man, he doesn't give up any cheap home runs. Both home runs were scorched out of here. Exit velocity at 113 miles an hour. He gets the ride in the Boston Red Sox dugout. 3-0 Red Sox. And it's a chopper, and that's going to be everybody safe there, and that's going to be a base hit for Kiki Hernandez, a swinging bunt. Now the Red Sox faithful has just poured it on. Nobody out, runner at first. This has a chance to be a huge inning. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. He was looking dead red. He sat on it. He got it, and he didn't miss his pitch. And it went right into the right field bleachers. Boy, he crushed that. Oh, boy, Garrett Cole. Fouled away by Devers. It is 0-1. 1 on, nobody out. Boston already has a run in thanks to a home run by Carl Schwarber to start off the inning. Devers walked and scored ahead of the Bogarts home run. That ball was crushed 427 feet to straightaway center field. The 0-1 pitch from Cole. He's taking his time. He throws to first instead. You'll hear the chorus of boos. Boy, what a bad job so far by Garrett Cole. This is not what you want out of your ace. Already 3 runs in the third inning. Nobody out. If I'm the Yankees, I'd have to start the bullpen. I understand that's your ace, but you're playing for your season. You can't worry about it. And it's 1-1. That was a slider low and away. I mean, a changeup low and away. 1 on, nobody out. Two home runs for the Red Sox. One just off the bat of Schwarber a couple of batters ago. Kiki Hernandez is at first with nobody out and just a 1-1 count to Devers. 2-1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball way outside. So Rafael Devers will be definitely looking dead red here. 2-1. Cole staring into Hashioka. Excuse me. There's a strike. Nasty curveball, 84 miles an hour. Nasty curveball. Knew he was looking fastball. He was looking for the express. He got the local. So now it's 2-2 to Rafael Devers. Nobody on, 1 out. 3-0. Garrett Cole, I tell you, this has been a park of horrors for him. 1-4 with a 5.21 ERA. 2 home runs already and 3 earned runs. And we're not even out of the third inning. Way high and outside. It is now a full count. This will be the 50th pitch. It's already a full count for Rafael Devers. This will be the 50th pitch And we're only in the third inning for Garrett Cole. Oh, he walked him. Now there's runners at first and second. Nobody out. We're still at the bottom of the third in the 3-0 Red Sox. That's the second time he's walked Rafael Devers, and the last time he came in to score off a home run of Xander Bogaerts, and that ball is still going. He crushed it in the left center. In fact, Garrett Cole has been taken out of the game. Garrett Cole is gone at 50 pitches, giving up 3 runs, didn't get anybody out in the third inning. That is a terrible job by the Yankee ace. Now it's up to the bullpen. And it sounded like he said, I'm out. I mean, I was reading his lips. He said, I'm out. Oh, my goodness. What a terrible job by the Yankee ace. That's a terrible job by Garrett Cole. If the Yankees are going to win this game, it'll be up to their bullpen and their bats. Garrett Cole couldn't even get an out in the third inning. And there's still 2 runners on, nobody out. And the guy who gave the Red Sox a 2-0 lead is stepping right up to the plate, Xander Bogaerts, the Red Sox shortstop. Boy, oh boy, what a bad job by Garrett Cole. I don't know if he hurt himself, but I know that I could read lips pretty fine, and he clearly said, I'm out. So I have no idea what happened there. But he clearly said, I'm out. Oh boy, that's a horrible job. Horrible job by the Yankee ace, Garrett Cole. It's still the bottom of the third inning. The Yankees are down 3-0, but the Red Sox have runners at first and second and nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. So there's a potential of at least 2 more runs for the Red Sox. So Garrett Cole did the absolute opposite of what an ace should do, and he's still responsible for those 2 runners. 2+ innings. Boy, that's a terrible job by Garrett Cole. There's just no other way to put it. Clay Holmes is in 3.60 ERA, 70 innings pitched, 78 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.17, which is outstanding. But it's Xander Bogaerts who started the Red Sox scoring with a 2-run homer in the first inning. First pitch from him is a strike. Xander hit a 2-run homer in the first inning, which started off the scoring for the Red Sox. Clay Holmes has been very good off the bullpen for the Yankees. He started this season with the Pirates, but the Yankees were so decimated with bullpen injuries and the ineffectiveness they had to get in from Pittsburgh. Nasty slider. It is now 0-2 to Xander Bogaerts. Cole still there in the dugout. Wonder what his teammates are thinking right now, because He sure left them in a bind. That's a terrible job by Garrett Cole. I mean, he's probably hoping that he gets some redemption and the Yankee bats can save him. It is 0-2 to Xander Bogaerts. Here's the pitch. Nice play by the catcher, Igasioka. That's why he's in there and not Gary Sanchez. Runners at first and second, nobody out. 1-2 count to Xander Bogaerts. Holmes staring down at the catcher. Now he steps off the rubber. Holmes staring at the sign from the catcher. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, and he went around. They struck him out. I'm telling you, they're calling every check swing is going to be called a strikeout, no question about it. And that's the first out of the third inning. A big strikeout, one away. Now the double play is in order. With Verdugo coming up. The umpires have been consistent tonight. If it's a check swing, you win a round. End of discussion. Verdugo's 0 for 1 tonight. I tell you what, Alex made that play in left field to keep Stanton to a single. It's a small thing, but it's looming large right now. Because the Yankees have not had a runner in scoring position at all. Clay Holmes staring the 1,000-yard stare into the catcher. The 1-0 pitch. There's one. There's two, a double play. The Yankees get out of that inning unscathed. Well, without further damage, excuse me. It is 3-0 Red Sox. Gino Urshela caught that hot shot from third. The easy turn from Gleyber Torres to Rizzo. That is a twin killing. Inning over. 3-0 Red Sox. So the Yankees avoid further damage thanks to the strikeout and the double play ball pitched by Clay Holmes. So he certainly cleaned up the mess that was left by Garrett Cole, and his work is done. Two plus innings, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. 2 walks, excuse me. He was terrible. That is not ace material when you can't make it out. Not only do you not make it out of the third inning, you don't get an out in the third inning. That is a terrible job by Garrett Cole, who will more than likely be the American League Cy Young Award winner. You cannot pitch this poorly. Not in a winner-take-all game. And listen, I understand it. Not everybody has their A stuff. But to me, he had to battle a lot better than this. He in my mind, he quit on the team, allegedly, to me. But the Yankees will be very happy to only get that 1 run out of that, because, boy, that Carl Schwarber home run was hit long. My goodness. And it looked like it was going to be a much bigger inning with runners at first and second and nobody out. But then Clay Holmes with the big check swing strikeout of Bogaerts. And then getting Verdugo to bounce into the double play. That was absolutely huge. So the Yankees are still in this game. We're going to the top of the fourth inning. 3-0 Red Sox. Yankees have to be very pleased with only getting the one run. Boy, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Here's Stanton up, and it's 1-0, high fastball, too high, about face high to Giancarlo. Giancarlo had a long single off the Green Monster, and he was stranded there. Oh, he tried to make it 3-1 with that swing. It's 1-1. Yankees can't really be worried about the home run. They need base runners right now. I mean, if maybe the home run will prepare them. I mean, will propel the Yankees, but they just need base runners. Oh, that was a nasty, nasty curveball. It's 1-2 to Giancarlo Stanton. Red Sox faithful about to stand and cheer. 1-2 pitch coming from Nathan Eovaldi to Giancarlo Stanton. Top of the fourth just beginning. And he struck him out with a high fastball. One away. He challenged Stanton, and he got him. That's the fifth strikeout tonight for Nathan Eovaldi. That four-seamer looked enticing, but just too slow. Stanton was laying off this pitch last week. Not so much this particular game, and it's one away. Now here's Joey Gallo. And he struck out his last time up, and he swings at a slider. It is 0-1. Hey, peace and blessings, Black Nefertari. The 0-1. 1-1. Good pitch just off the plate. High and inside, high and tight. Gallo's another one that stands right over the plate. Not as pronounced as Anthony Rizzo. The 1-1. Fouled right back. It is 1-2. 99 miles an hour from Eovaldi. Eovaldi up to 46 pitches, but we're at the top of the fourth inning. Eovaldi's trying to get them at least 5 strong ones. Then they can play mix match in the bullpen. Yankees had to go to their bullpen early. Clay Holmes did a wonderful job. 1-2, 2-2. Giancarlo Stanton with the hoodie on. They're showing him in the dugout. Very upset with himself swinging at that high third strike. The 2-2. Line foul. Just off first base. They play Gallo to pull. He is a dead pull hitter. Eovaldi's been very, very magnificent this evening. He has done his job. 5 strikeouts in less than 4 innings. 3 1/3. Here's the 2-2 from Eovaldi. He got a hold of one, but it's in the straightaway center. Plenty of room. 1 away. So, 2 away, excuse me. Strikeout from Stanton. So, 2 out. And now it's up to Gleyber Torres to salvage this inning. Boy, the Yankees had a lot of trouble. Torres takes a strike, 81 miles an hour. The 0-1 to Torres. Chops foul. Just off a third. It's 0-2 quickly for Gleyber Torres. I tell you, Rizzo knows he missed that when they're showing the replay. He knows he had a pitch over the plate. He missed it. And he just missed it. And that's why he shook his head as he was jogging to first base, knowing he had a pitch to hit. The 0-2 popped up and out of play. 98 from Nathan Eovaldi. I tell you, Nathan Eovaldi definitely has top of the line stuff. It's just been the arm problems and the wildness that has kept him from having a big time career. And he pops one up in the straightaway center. That's a can of corn. 3 up, 3 down. Boston 3, Yankees nothing, end of 4. Oh, what a terrible job by the Yankees. Nathan Eovaldi has given him 4 very strong innings. This is the worst case scenario for the Yankees. Down 3-0. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up, and the Red Sox have all the momentum. Fans are going crazy, and rightfully so. Oh, what a terrible job so far by the Yankees. It is going to be interesting to see how long they're going to go with Clay Holmes. I mean, he got him out of a huge jam. Will it be enough to save the Yankees in this postseason? The Yankees right now are in the proverbial 8 ball. They are losing 3-0. Bottom of the 4th inning. The Red Sox getting ready to come up. Their ace, Garrett Cole, was chased out after less than 3 innings. Going to be very interesting to see how the Yankees match their bullpen. We might be seeing the last of Aaron Boone. Not so sure about Brian Cashman. Cashman has been here forever, and he maintains a very good relationship with the Steinbrenner family. Unlike George Steinbrenner, the rest of the Steinbrenner family has been very patient. Now, I don't know if Stanton will be back. I believe his contract is up. Clay Holmes has come in to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's his first pitch. It's a high strike, a slider. Hunter Renfroe is 0 for 1 today. The 0-1. Wow, that should have been 0-2, but they called that a ball. I can't believe it. That was a strike. And the replay shows it is. They have the strike chart. But nevertheless, it's 1-1 to Renfroe. Here's the pitch. 2-1. They called that one outside. He is getting squeezed. Young Mr. Holmes. So now it's 2-1 to Renfroe. Bottom of the fourth. Nobody out. This inning's just beginning. Now it's 3-1. Wandy Peralta and Luis Severino are warming up in the pen for the Yankees. So I believe if he does get on, this will be his last batter. It might be his last batter either way. But let's be fair, Holmes did his job wiggling the Yankees out of further trouble. Base hit, he beat the shift. So the leadoff batter is at first base with nobody out. Yeah, he definitely beat the shift. The Red Sox are threatening yet. Well, I can't say threatening yet. He's only at first base, but there are nobody out. And they're leaving Holmes in. He's going to pitch to Pulwicki. Pulwicki doubled his last time up. He's the Red Sox catcher. He's looking at the sign. I don't know if the hit and run is on or a bunt. People don't really bunt nowadays in today's baseball. And it's strike one to the Red Sox catcher. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Holmes would probably throw that turbo sinker looking for the double play. Nobody out, one on. And Pulwicki does run like a catcher, meaning the double plays in order. It is 1-1. That was a slider low and outside. Now Severino is warming up more. Aaron Boone might be his last game. And it's a chopper to second. Torres. Double play. Torres to Velasquez to Rizzo. That is another twin killing. 2 away. Nicely done. And Torres had to wait for that ball to get to him, but his arm is strong enough. I tell you, young Mr. Velasquez showed no fear. He stands in there, guns it to Rizzo, a perfect strike, and an easy double play. And Bobby Dahlbeck, the first baseman, struck out his last time up against Cole. And there he takes a strike at a sinker from Clint Holmes. Holmes has done an outstanding job. If the Yankees do come back to win this game, Clint Holmes has been a huge part because he kept the Yankees right. He kept the Red Sox right at 3. And there's a pop-up to straightaway right field. Aaron Judge is camping under it. That's it. 3 outs. End of 4. Boston 3, Yankees nothing. Holmes has more than done his job out of the bullpen. Now, the 5th inning is when Nathan Eovaldi normally starts to tire. So it'll be interesting to see how Joey Cora and the Red Sox are going to manage Nathan Eovaldi this particular inning. Obviously, they want to get him to win, but if he's If he gets into any semblance of trouble, I'm pretty sure they will pull him out of there. They are more concerned with the team win than Nathan Eovaldi getting the W himself. And they know Eovaldi's track record when it comes to the fifth inning. The fifth and sixth inning, he normally tends to tire out. And the Red Sox have more than enough arms to take up the slack if he gets into any type of trouble. Boy, oh boy, I'm so disappointed in Garrett Cole. He didn't even give the Yankees 3 innings, and just like that, 3 runs on the board and 2 long home runs. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, to hear the press conference from Aaron Boone, and if Garrett Cole will even be made available to the media, and what he would have to say. As to what was said in the mound. I mean, I clearly read his lips. He said, "I'm done." So instead of gutting it out, he figured, listen, he didn't have it. He didn't want to put the Yankees into further trouble, I take it. Nathan Eovaldi has been magnificent. And for the Yankees, Brett Gardner, Gino Urshela, and Higashioka will start off the top of the fifth for the Yankees. Brett Gardner struck out his last time up. Gardner, as I mentioned earlier, is the very last holdover from the 2009 World Series champion New York Yankee team, which beat the Philadelphia Phillies. The most valuable player in that series was Hideki Matsui. And there's a striker's curveball to start off against Brett Gardner. Eovaldi's only thrown 54 pitches in a little more than 4 innings. He has been tremendous tonight for the Red Sox. The 0-1, 1-1, he just missed 92 miles an hour. That was a slider. These umpires have been consistently inconsistent when calling the corner strikes, whether upstairs or low. There's a bouncer, 2-1. So Brett Gardner is ahead of count, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, 3-1. Gardner trying to work himself a walk, trying to get. That would be a first for the Yankees, a leadoff base runner. That has not happened at all for the Yankees. They've had base runners, but not leadoff base runners. The 3-1 pitch to Gardner is now 3-2, 97-mile-an-hour fastball, upper right-hand quadrant. So a full count to Brett Gardner. Here's the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. 97. Upstairs, right-hand side. Gardner's asking the umpire, was there a strike? The umpire says yes. And you swung at it, dummy. 1 away. Why are you asking me? Nathan Eovaldi has been terrific. That is strikeout number 6 for Eovaldi in less than 5 innings. Urshela hits one straight to the left fielder. It's 2 away. Boy, oh boy. The line drive right to the left fielder. So after that long battle with Gardner, where he gets the strikeout, it only took one pitch for 2 outs against Gino Urshela. And that's a bad sign. 9 of the 16 batters faced by Eovaldi has swung at the first pitch. I guess they were figuring the first pitch will be the best pitch that they see. And that was not the case here. He took it. It is 1-0. And it is quite amazing, with as hard as he throws, that 6 strikeouts is Nathan Eovaldi's postseason high. 1-1, 97 miles an hour. He's still throwing gas. Boy, what a bad job by the Yankees. The Yankees are losing this game 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The top of the 5th inning, excuse me. Nathan Eovaldi pitching a masterpiece. There's already 2 outs. It's 1-1 to Ishikawa. A chopper foul. Now it's 1-2. Higashioka only hitting 181. Now is getting to the time of the game where we might see a Gary Sanchez appearance as a pinch hitter. Because even though Sanchez is just as right at the Mendoza line, he does have plenty of pop in his bat and can change the game with one swing, where Higashioka can't. And he swings and misses, strike 3, and Eovaldi goes 5 strong. That is strikeout number 7. Boston 3, Yankees nothing. That is the end of 5. Arroyo, Schwarber, and Hernandez is going to come up for the Red Sox to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Oh, what a terrible job by the Yankee bats. And a great job by Nathan Eovaldi. He gave him 5 strong innings. That's exactly what the Red Sox wanted out of him, and he delivered. Oh, what a bad job by the New York Yankees. Now I'm wondering who's going to come out of the bullpen for the Yanks to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Will it be Luis Severino or the left-hander? Severino has been very, very strong since coming back off of the injured list, coming out of the bullpen. Oh, what a terrible job by the Yankees. The bullpen has only one job, that's to keep it at 3. And hopefully the Yankee bats can heat up in the last 4 innings for them. That is the hope if you are a Yankee fan. And as I figured, it would be Luis Severino. He's been in 4 games. He's only pitched 6 innings, 8 strikeouts. He has not given up a run. And Severino deals his first pitch low, ball 1. Christian Arroyo struck out his last time up. It is 2-0. Now, Severino has had his problems in the postseason. If you're a Yankee fan, you are well aware of this. But this is a different Severino. He's coming out of the bullpen instead of starting. And there's a strike, 93 miles an hour. The 2-1. Right to Torres. Nice stab. 1 away. Nicely done. But it was hit right at Torres, who stabbed it. Made that play look a lot easier than it really was. So 1 away, and Kyle Schwarber comes up outside 1-0. Schwarber hit a long home run his last time up that made the score 3-0, and that's where we stand right now in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it is 1-1. Boy, that was a gift by the umpire there. That pitch had not been given at all, that low and inside pitch. So 1-1 to Schwarber. Here's the pitch by Severino. Boy, generous spot by the umpire. The Yankees catch another break. It is 1-2. Garrett Cole is like, if I was getting those pitches, maybe I'd still be in the game. But I digress. It is 1-2 to Kyle Schwarber. 1 out. Now it's 2-2, 95 mile an hour sinker. Now it's 2-2 to Schwarber. 3-2. And they're showing the camera. That looked like more of a strike than the pitch they called a strike. So now the count is full. The fans are standing. The 3-2 to Schwarber. He lines it right to Rizzo. That's an easy play for him. It's 2 away. Rizzo guarding the line at first. It was an easy play for him. So now there are 2 outs, and Kiki Hernandez is coming up to the plate. The Yankee bullpen has so far done its job, held him at 3 runs. It's the bottom of the 5th. Severino deals, popped and foul straight back. It's 0-1 to Kiki Hernandez. The 0-1. 0-2. Took something off that. 85 miles an hour. Looked like a slider changeup. And the center fielder Hernandez waiting patiently. Severino deals, and that's a high straightaway right field. Judge is under it. 3 up, 3 down for Luis Severino. At the end of 5, the Boston Red Sox 3, the New York Yankees nothing. And this is the Uncle Claude YouTube network. I hope you're enjoying the play-by-play. I enjoy giving it to you. Please hit that like button on the way in. And hopefully the Yankees will make a game of it because right now the bats have been dormant. The Red Sox 3 runs have come via the long ball, the 2-run homer by Xavier Bogaerts, and a solo job by Carl Schwarber, and that ball was hit a ton. And I mean absolutely a ton. I believe Velasquez, Rizzo, and Judge will be the starting 3 batters for the top of the 6th inning. I'm not sure if they're going to face Nathan Eovaldi. He gave him 5 strong innings. If you know what, if I'm Joey Cora, I'd let him start the 6th inning. He's earned it. If he asks to start the 6th inning, you let him do so. He has been magnificent this evening. Until he shows you any signs of him slowing down, you honor his request if he asks to come in to start the 6th inning. He has been magnificent. It has been all about Nathan Eovaldi for the Boston Red Sox. Right now, I would have to say that Nathan Eovaldi is the player of the game, in my opinion. And it is Eovaldi who comes out to start the 6th inning for the Boston Red Sox, and why not? He has been nothing short of magnificent. And the Yankees are going to their bench. It's I believe Odor is pinch hitting. Yep. Roughneck Odor is the pinch hitter. Strike 2. Odor batting .202 this season, 15 home runs and 39 RBIs. He played in 102 games this season. Eovaldi has retired 10 straight, which is why I have no problem with him coming out to start the 6th inning. Odor, look, that strike 3 call. 91-mile-an-hour slider, caught the inside corner. That is strikeout number 8 for Nathan Eovaldi. That was a nasty slider / split finger fastball. They'll probably put Wade in to play short. Now Rizzo is 0 for 2. He's up. Pitch to Eovaldi. Rizzo got a hold of one. Will it stay fair? is gone. The Yankees get on the scoreboard. Anthony Rizzo cuts it to 3-1. So signs of life for the Yankees. Anthony Rizzo hits a home run around the pesky pole in right field, 408 feet. Anthony Rizzo puts the Yankees on the board. It is now 3-1, New York. Now I wouldn't be shocked if they took Eovaldi out. That was a much-needed home run. He hung a curveball, and Rizzo did not miss that pitch. That was almost a golf swing, because most power hitters, at least back in the day, they like it low and inside so they can just golf it. Judge takes a strike. Eovaldi's still in there. And then a 93-mile-an-hour slider. 0-2 to Aaron Judge. Top of the sixth inning, the Yankees just got on the scoreboard with a home run to Anthony Rizzo. It is now Boston 3, Yankees 1. The 0-2 pitch, Judge chops it to short. Bogarts, he's safe. Judge beat it out. So now, runner at first with only one out, and now Giancarlo Stanton can represent the tying run for the New York Yankees. They're going to check the replay to see if Judge actually beat it out, and he did. He clearly beat it out. Now Cora comes out and asks to go to the bullpen. That'll be all for Nathan Eovaldi. Now, Eovaldi's day is not done, depending on what happens with the runner at first, which is Aaron Judge. But he'll get a huge hand from the Red Sox faithful as he exits. And rightfully so. He pitched a magnificent game. Right now, the worst that can happen to Nathan Eovaldi is a no decision. All he can do is win it. He cannot lose it. So far, only one earned run. That's the home run to Anthony Rizzo. He gave him 5 1/3 strong innings. 8 strikeouts, 1 earned run. He was magnificent tonight. Nathan Eovaldi gave the Red Sox a lot more than what Garrett Cole gave the Yankees. But the Yankee bullpen job of Holmes and so far Severino, they have been outstanding, and they have held the Red Sox to those 3 runs. They have made it stand up so far. But now the Yankees have the tying run in the form of the premier power hitter in all of baseball, Giancarlo Stanton. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. If there was ever a time for Stanton to hit a home run, it would be right now. If Stanton were to hit a home run and the Yankees come back to win this game, it would be almost Reggie Jackson status. I mean, obviously, he'd have a lot more things he'd have to do to even think about being in that stratosphere. Because let's face it, there's only one Mr. October. No walks, 8 strikeouts. Nathan Eovaldi is magnificent. 4 hits, only 1 earned run so far, but he is responsible for Aaron Judge at first. So Ryan Brazier is in for the Red Sox. He's been in 13 games this season. ERA of 1.50. Here's Giancarlo Stanton, who struck out his last time up. He's 1 for 2. He deals. That's a low. Oh wow! He got squeezed there. 96 mile an hour. They call that a ball. Looks like it grazed the strike zone. 1-0. Oh, he tried to tie it with that swing. It's 1-1. Stanton definitely swung for the fences there. He was beat inside with a 96 mile an hour fastball. The 1-1 pitch, just outside. That was the right call. It is 2-1 to Giancarlo Stanton. He hit a long single in the first inning, struck out his last time up. And they call time. The catcher Arroyo called time. Now Stanton comes in. He's had a very good career at Fenway Park. His career number 389 and 6 home runs. The 2-1. Yeah, he got a hold of that one. Right off the top of the Green Monster. Judge coming around. He is out. Oh, what a relay. Judge out trying to score from first. Stanton is exacerbated. That was a perfect relay. There's 2 gone. I mean, that ball was crushed by Stanton. Bogart's a perfect relay. Boy, oh boy. I don't know if I'm not second guessing. I don't know if would you rather have had first and second? Second and third with 1 out? I understand you want to play aggressive baseball, but with Aaron Judge, I could understand if that's Brett Gardner. I don't know if you want to do that with Aaron Judge. And Stanton is livid. And I know Stanton would want the RBI. I get it. But I think that he's thinking just like I am. Because you had it set up second, at least first and third with only 1 out. Here's Gallo, who fouls it off, strike 1. Now there's a runner at second and 2 out instead of first and third and 1 out. Gallo struck out the last 2 times. Now Gallo still represents the tying run. But boy, that's a momentum killer. And Gallo pops it up. It'll reach the stands. It's 0-2 for Joey Gallo. Yeah, jeez. I don't know if I would have. That's not the second guess. That was the first guess. Aaron Judge is a decent runner. He's not the fastest. You do that with a Brett Gardner. Maybe, yeah, that's about it. The Yankees are the station-to-station ball club. Boy, oh boy. They lose this game, they'll look back at this play. 1-2 pitch to Gallo. He pops it up. This should be an easy play for the third baseman. Devers puts it away. They get out with only one run. The Yankees squander an opportunity. They do get on the scoreboard thanks to a home run. But this could be the play of the game. The relay by Xander Bogaerts taking out Aaron Judge at the plate. It is 3-1 Red Sox at the end of 5.5. Boy, what a bad job. Just don't understand it. Just don't. I get the aggressive tone. I get it, but there was really no need. I mean, you want to set yourself up for a big inning there. Base runners have been hard to come by for the Yankees. This was an opportunity. Oh, boy. Because even if Gallo pops out, you had Gleyber Torres, who has been clutch. He's been a very clutch performer for the Yankees in the postseason in the past. He's a guy you would have felt very comfortable with at the plate with runners in scoring position. You know, again, I could understand that with a Brett Gardner. I can't understand that with Aaron Judge. So now the Red Sox will come up in the bottom of the sixth inning. I don't know if we'll see Severino for a second inning. We probably won't. We're going to see a lot of mixing and matching from the Yankees right now. I'm pretty sure. Roughneck Odor stays in to play third base. They move Gino Urshela over to short. Severino is still in, and he throws one by Devers for strike one. Devers has walked twice, and he's so far made the play of the game with that relay from short, being the cutoff man and throwing out Aaron Judge at the plate. Severino deals. It's 1-1. Throws a slider low. Interesting that Severino had 0-12, 5 strikeouts, but it looks like he's almost pitching around him here. It's 3-1 to Denver. Jonathan Loaisiga warming up for the Yankees. He has been very good from the bullpen for them. 3-2. Threw the fastball by him 95 miles an hour. So now the 2-2 pitch will be coming up shortly for Devers. They go through the signs. Now Severino's ready. The pitch He bounced it in. It's 3-2. It's a full count. A full count to Rafael Devers here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Boston 3, Yankees 1. Luis Severino in the second inning of work. Here's the payoff pitch to Devers. Bounce foul, still 3-2. The Yankee bullpen so far has done their job, keeping it at 3 runs. If you're just joining us, Garrett Cole lasted less than 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, 2 home runs. But the bullpen has done its job. 3-2, he got him with a wicked slider. Beautiful pitch by Severino, 1 away. Boy, that was a beautiful pitch. Xander Bogaerts is the player of the game so far. He hit the 2-run homer to give the Red Sox the lead. And that great relay throw from short, from behind second base, to gun down Aaron Judge. Right now, Xander Bogaerts is the player of the game. Ball 1 from Severino. That's a changeup, 84 miles an hour. The 1-0 from Severino, now 2-0. I think this will be Severino's last batter either way. Three and 0. I don't think he wants any part of Bogaerts. He'd rather take his chances with Verdugo. Bogaerts digs in. Severino deals 3-0. He walked him on 4 pitches. So Bogaerts draws a walk. There's 1 out, 1 on. Looks like they're going to keep Severino in there. Now the infield is in double play depth. Even though Odor is just about the grass at third. So they have a shift on for Verdugo, the left fielder. He is definitely a double play candidate. Verdugo is 0 for 2. Not the fleet, it's the foot. Now they're coming out to talk to Severino. This is a pressure-packed situation here, no question about it. They want to go over the strategy of how to pitch Verdugo. He's definitely a double play candidate. Probably going to see a lot of turbo sinkers. A lot of sinkers, a lot of sliders. Probably a show me fastball up and in. Here's the pitch, low and away, 1-0. The 1-0. 1-1. Perfect pitch on the outside corner. As I mentioned, Severino has done his job for the Yankees so far. This will probably be his last batter. Loaisiga will more than likely be in after this. 2-1. He just missed low and inside. Once again, it's showing it's a strike, but the umpires have been inconsistently consistent all night. And what I mean by that is they've been inconsistent with their strike zone. Sometimes it's a strike, sometimes it's a ball. Severino, oh, he lines it to right field. Off the wall. Judge plays it. They're waving him home. He comes around. He's safe. It's 4-1 Red Sox. They have the 3-run cushion back. So that walk comes back to bite him. And he did what Judge wasn't able to do, come around to score. Now Aaron Boone comes out to take the ball from Severino. As far as I'm concerned, he probably came out one batter too late. But that's the risk. And now Jonathan Loaisiga comes in for the Yankees. Yeah, that was a slider, a spinner that didn't spin. That might be it for the Yankees and their playoff so-called run of 2021. What a bad job by Aaron Boone and the Yankees so far, in my opinion. Oh my goodness. Looks like the Yankee season is definitely in jeopardy now. It is in code red in Fenway Park. Oh, the Yankees have not gotten the job done. And Fenway in the postseason continues to be a house of horrors for the Bronx Bombers. Jonathan Loaisiga comes in for the Yankees. Severino gave up an earned run. I mean, again, if you're Aaron Boone, there's a lot of mix and match, no question about it. All hands on deck. He had a 1.02 whip, which is outstanding, a 2.17 ERA, 70 and 2/3 innings, 69 strikeouts, which isn't bad. Hunter Renfroe, the batter here. Outside, 1-0. Loaisiga throws 98 miles an hour. They still have a runner at second and only one out, so this inning is far from done for the Red Sox. They could tack on another run, which is why Loaisiga is in to quench the proverbial fire. The 1-0 pitch, 2-0. I tell you, that low and outside pitch, sometimes it's a strike, sometimes it's a ball, consistently inconsistent by these umpires. Loizaga toes the rubber. He stares in. Renfroe digs in. He should be looking dead red, 2-0. And he gets the slider low, 3-0. Maybe they're putting him on to have the double play in order because Paul Wickey's not the fastest of foot as a hitter. So he might be doing that unintentional, intentional walk. The 3-0 pitch to Renfroe, there's a strike. That was the same pitch they called a ball, in my opinion. Giancarlo Stanton still looks like he's seething that they sent Aaron Judge from first. And I get it. The 3-1 pitch, he walked him. Runners at first and second, only one out. And here comes Kevin Polwicki. The double play is in order, but also a big inning in order. Here comes the pitching coach to talk to Loizaga. Now they're having a meeting at the mound. Still only one out, runners at first and second for the Red Sox. They have a chance to break this game wide open with a base hit, an extra base hit. Even a single to the gap scores one, at least one. Kevin Polwicki stands in. Oh no, that's the pinch hitter, Travis Shaw, excuse me. He's pinch hitting for Mr. Polwicki. Outside pitch called a strike, 98 miles an hour, low and outside. One and one. 1-1 to Travis Shaw. Red Sox bullpen is loosey-goosey. We know the Yankee bullpen is tense and nervous right now. Loizaga deals, it's 2-1. Tried to go upstairs to get him to chase, he didn't. Loizaga deals. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 97 miles an hour fastball low. Beat him to the spot. Now it's 2-2. Bobby Dolbeck is on deck for the Boston Red Sox. We're at the bottom of the sixth inning. The Boston Red Sox are up 4-1. Have runners at first and second and only one out here at the top of the sixth inning. Loizaga peering into the catcher's mitt. He sets himself. He gets ready. He kicks and deals. And he got him. Got him swinging at a high cheese 98 mile an hour fastball. There are two gone. And Bobby Dalbec comes up to the plate. That was pure gas. And he beat him. He beat him to the summit. Dahlbeck is 0 for 2 so far tonight. We're at the bottom of the sixth inning, 4-1. Outside, 1-0. Slider. Loizaga, as you saw, the high fastball, 90 gets up to 98. Then he throws a nice little slider. That's a tight changeup. Now it's 1-1 as he swung and missed at his slider. Well, I tell you what, this Loizaga kid has guts, no question about it. 1-1 to Bobby Dalbec. Loizaga is one pitch away from getting out of this inning. Two and one to Dalbec. And there's another borderline ball call. These, I tell you, have been consistently inconsistent tonight. Aaron Boone watching intently. There's Aaron Judge in right field. That remains the play of the game. Changed the entire tenor of the inning. Fouled away 2-2. Two and two to Bobby Dalbec. Runners at first and second, two out though. We're at the bottom of the sixth, 4-1 Boston. Dalbec is waiting on a 2-2 pitch from Jonathan Loizaga. Loizaga bends in. He's looking at the catcher, reading the signs. It is 2-2 to Bobby Dalbec. 4-1 Boston. Jonathan Loizaga deals 2-2. He struck him out. High fastball. He gets out of the inning. The Red Sox tack on one more. It is 4-1 Boston at the end of six. See, the difference was Judge got gunned down at the plate. Their guy was able to score from their relay from the plate. At the plate. Right now, the Red Sox player of the game is Xander Bogaerts. And coming a close second is Nathan Eovaldi. Because those 5 1/3 innings were huge for the Red Sox. One one run, no hits, 8 strikeouts. That was a tremendous performance. That was an ace type performance. And no question that Joey Cora definitely pushed the right button in going with Nathan Eovaldi against the New York Yankees at Fenway Park. Thank you for hitting the like button, ladies and gentlemen. This is Uncle Claude here. Really appreciate everybody joining. Even though the Yankees have not fulfilled their part of the bargain for me, you guys have more than fulfilled your part of the bargain. This has been tremendous. If the Yankees keep going, I'll probably do more. I mean, I am a Yankee fan. I am from New York City. Now, you may ask, why am I a Steeler fan if I'm from New York City? Listen, I grew up on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Jets and Giants were so bad in the 70s when I was little that you just didn't want to watch them. Now, a lot of guys were Dallas fans, but I was a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. Watching Lynn Swann, Franco Harris, and those guys, Mean Joe Green, Jack Lambert, John Stallworth, Rocky Bleier. I just was a Steeler fan. That black and gold was intimidating. They had the best defense. They had Lynn Swann flying through the air. Terry Bradshaw had the strongest arm in football then. Now, he wasn't the most accurate passer, but he could throw a deep ball. Now, Boston brings in Christian Vasquez to take over for Arroyo. Turner Hulk comes in for the Red Sox. He had pitched in 18 games. He has a whip of 1.13 and an ERA of 3.52. 69 innings and 87 strikeouts. That is outstanding. You look for that in any type of pitcher, much less your relief pitcher. Here's Gleyber Torres strolling in. He, like many of the Yankees, has had a very quiet night. Top of the 7th inning, 4-1 Red Sox. Yankees have to start making hay in this inning. They called out a strike 94, upper left-hand quadrant. The 0-1 pitch from Tanner Houck to Gleyber Torres, way outside with the slider, 85 miles an hour. Tanner Houck, 4-seamer, slider, sinker. Again, Torres is 0 for 2. Here's the 1-1. Inside outside swing and 95 mile an hour fastball. It is now 1-2 to Gleyber Torres. We're at the top of the 7th inning. The Red Sox 4, Yankees 1. Here at a standing room only Fenway Park. Torres gathers himself at the plate. He is awaiting the 1-2 pitch from Tanner Houck. Houck deals high and inside. It is 2-2. To Gleyber Torres. Houck deals. Torres lines it right to the center fielder, 1 away. That was a soft line drive to center field. And up next is Brett Gardner. Yankees are running out of outs. running out of at bats and running out of innings. Gardner had a huge strikeout earlier in this game. I know he was happy to see Nathan Eovaldi go. He struck him out twice. Gardner has some pop, but he'd rather be on base. The Yankees need base runners more than anything right now. And there's a strike to start off Brett Gardner. That was an inside 95-mile-an-hour fastball. I mean, right now, the 95 is pretty pedestrian. In today's baseball. Gardner fouls it off. He's quickly in the hole 0-2. Up next is Gino Urshela. There's already one out. We're at the top of the seventh inning. Boston 4, Yankees 1. The 0-2 coming up to Brett Gardner. And he struck him out on 3 pitches. Boy, Brett Gardner looks old and slow tonight. The Red Sox faithful cheering him goodbye. I mean, boy, oh boy. Gardner looked overmatched on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone. Oh, boy, Brett Gardner. Brett Gardner is 1 strikeout away from the golden sombrero. And there's a strike on a bender, a slider, to Gino Urshela, who singled. And that was his first at bat, and that was an infield hit. Low and outside, 1-1. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The Boston Red Sox are leading the Yankees 4-1. Houck, the third pitcher being used by the Red Sox. Urshela is 1 for 2 tonight. 1-2. Foul tipped, held on to by the catcher. The 1-2 pitch coming. 2-2. That was a Shelby fastball up around the letters, 95 miles an hour. Urshela trying to get on base any way possible. Aaron Judge getting tossed at the plate. 2-2. Fouled away. Still 2-2. Let's do it again. Urshela digs in. It is 2-2. Turner Houck for the Red Sox. He's about to deal. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away, another slider. He set up for a fastball up and in. Here's Urshela stands in the 2. Oh, he struck him out on a slider. That'll do it. Time for the 7th inning stretch, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of 6.5, get up and stretch. The Boston Red Sox 4 and the New York Yankees 1. Oh, the Yankees are going to look at this game. They're going to rue that Aaron Judge trying to score from first, Jazz. That, I believe, in my opinion, turned the whole game around, turned around the fortunes of the game. Because that was a rally killer. Oh, that was a tough inning. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. Going to the bottom of the 7th, the Red Sox could tack on another run. The Yankees have to do their best to hold the fort. The Yankees only have 2 innings to rally now. Garrett Cole put him behind the 8 ball, giving up 3 runs in less than 3 innings. But Holmes, Severino, and Loaisiga has only given up 1 run in the last 4 innings. Well, the last 6 innings. Garrett Cole gave up 3 in less than 2, and that's why the Yankees are down 4-1. If the Yankees do not make anything happen within these next 2 innings, it looks like tea time will be around 7:30 Wednesday morning. The winner of this game goes to Tampa Bay to take on the Rays. So it looks like they'll be keeping it in the AL East no matter who wins this baseball game. The White Sox play the Houston Astros on Thursday. Christian Arroyo takes a strike. Loaisiga comes out to start the 7th. 1-1, outside slider. The Yankees are down 4-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's a 1-1 count to Christian Arroyo. The 1-1 pitch. Bounce to the third, or Door throws the first one away. Uh, the Yankees have to hold them here. They're only two more months. I mean, 2 more innings, possibly, in the Yankee season. Schwarber swings and misses strike 1. long home run to make it 3-1 Red Sox. That home run basically did in Garrett Cole. The Red Sox had runners at first and second with no one out, but Clint Holmes wiggled his way out of that. Loizaga deals, just misses 1-1. Now we've seen that pitch called a strike at times. Like I said, these umpires have been very inconsistent with the end of the strike zone all night long. And it's 1-1 to Kyle Schwarber. Loizaga peering into the catcher. Loizaga about to deal. The 1-1 pitch. Low and inside. It's 2-1. He threw a slider. Schwarber, I can guarantee you, is looking dead red. And he hit a long bomb in the third inning against Cole. Here's the 2-1. 3-1. Loizaga has to be very careful. You do not want to have the Red Sox be put in another rally. The Yankees, obviously down 3 runs, cannot afford to give up another. That really does not need to be said. And he walked him. Runner at first and only 1 out. And here comes Kiki Hernandez. If I'm the Yankees, I'm pretty sure the bullpen has to get going. Now I don't know how the Yankees are going to mix and match this one. But here's Kiki Hernandez, the center fielder. He singled in this game. He's 1 for 3. Schwarber, not the fastest of foot. The double play is definitely in order with 1 out. Loizaga deals. It's low and outside, 1-0. Hernandez checking the signs. Aaron Boone giving signs. Loizaga deals outside again. It's 2-0. And now Higashioka goes out there. In fact, now the entire infield goes out to speak to Loizaga. Loizaga has thrown more balls than strikes. 15 balls out of the 25 pitches. Chad Green is up and throwing in the Yankee bullpen. Now Loizaga toes the rubber again. Schwarber and Rizzo for base, the 2 ex-Cub teammates, sharing a world championship ring. Those guys will be forever entwined in Chicago Cub history. Hernandez stands in. Loizaga throws another outside fastball. It is now 3-0. 1 out, 1 on. I'm pretty sure they'll have the take sign. You know he's looking dead red. Loizaga stands at the ready. The 3-0, he walked him on 4 pitches. I believe now we'll see Chad Green come into the ball game. Now Aaron Boone strolls out to the mound. He's going to take the ball from Loaisiga's hands, and in comes Chad Green. Here's the signal to the bullpen. Oh my goodness. Yankees are in danger of this game getting away from them at the bottom of the 7th inning. In steps Chad Green. This is definitely the danger zone. We have entered the danger zone for the New York Yankees. They obviously cannot afford another run. Is runners at first and second, and right now Chad Green is warming up. Going to let him take his sweet time in warming up. What a terrible job by the New York Yankees. Xander Bogaerts for the Boston Red Sox right now is the player of the game. Chad Green has had a very good season. He's been in 67 games this season. He has an ERA of 3.12, 83 and 2/3 innings, 99 strikeouts with a whip of 0.88, which is outstanding. That's about as good as it gets. Rafael Devers is up. He is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. He was on base when Xander Bogaerts hit the 2-run homer to put the Red Sox on the board and in the lead. First pitch is a strike. Devers having a problem with that call. And I understand it because, let's face it, the umpires have been so inconsistent tonight. Sometimes it's a ball, sometimes it's a strike. Anything low and inside is a 50-50 proposition. That is hit deep to center. Gardner has it. They're going to tag. Oh, no, he didn't tag up. I'm shocked. So there are 2 outs, runners that's still at first and second. Gardner's arm is not the strongest. I'm shocked that they didn't try and tag up Schwarber. I think he would have made it to third. Devers is upset. He feels he missed that pitch, and he did. Chad Green probably did get away with one. It was out over the plate. but Brett Gardner was able to track it down. Now here's Xander Bogaerts. He is the player of the game. He hit a 2-run homer. He's walked. He has scored 2 runs tonight. And of course, the relay throw from behind second base. That is the play of the game so far in this game. And it's ball 1. Green throws a slider in the dirt. Here's Xavier Bogaerts. Xavier Bogaerts won. The 1-0 is now 2-0. 96-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. Xander Bogaerts has been such a tremendous player for the Red Sox. It's safe to say that he and Rafael Devers are the faces of the Red Sox franchise. It's 3-0 to Xander Bogaerts. Green in danger of walking the bases loaded. Bogaerts will be looking dead red. He will more than likely be taking on 3-0. But if he sees a pitch that he likes, he will definitely get the green light. No question about it. He's earned it. And he's already hit a home run tonight. The 3-0, ball 4, he walked him on 4 pitches, and the bases are loaded. The bases are loaded for Verdugo. They're showing a Red Sox fan payback for 78. Now the pitching coach out to talk to Chad Green. This has been such a terrible job. The New York Yankees only have 1 mound visit remaining. Yeah, Xander Bogaerts was able to score from first. Aaron Judge was not. That is the difference. Along with the play, the relay. There's his fast strike. Alex Verdugo hitting .333 with the bases loaded. He could break the game wide open with 1 swing at the bat. There are, however, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Boston 4, Yankees 1. And there's an 0-1 count to Verdugo. Chad Green sits, he deals. Line drive, base hit. It goes into the gap. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. Oh, he's out. But it is now 5-1 Red Sox. Red Sox 5, Yankees 1. There ends the 7th inning. Oh, boy. The one thing the Yankees could not afford to do, they do. They give up another run. Boy, what a rough wild card night has been for the New York Yankees. The only run they've gotten via the home run, and that was by Anthony Rizzo. Boy, what a rough evening this has been for the Yankees. We're headed to the top of the eighth inning. The Yankees are losing 5-1. We have about 2 innings left in possibly Aaron Boone's managing career. There is a very good chance we're going to see an entirely different baseball team next season in spring training. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, what an evening. We're getting ready to head to the bottom of the eighth inning. The Yankees are about to come to bat. I believe the Red Sox have brought in another relief pitcher. They are just 6 out away from ending the Yankee season. And I see Gary Sanchez stepping to the batter's box. He will pinch hit. And I figured they would have to see him. Hanson Robles is in a 4.43 ERA, a whip of 1.38, which isn't great. Listen, if the Yankees are going to rally, they're going to have to do it off of this young man right here, Hanson Robles. Gary Sanchez is pinch hitting for the catcher, Higashiora. Sanchez gets a hold of one and goes straight away center field. Plenty of room. One away. Hunter Renfroe. 1 pitch, 1 out. Boy, it looks like the Yankee drought continues. Here's Rougned Odor, who struck out when he came in to pinch hit. There's a strike. Yankees need base runners. It's 6-1. 6-1 Red Sox. We're in the top of the eighth inning. Oh boy. The Yankee pitchers, 7 strikeouts and 7 walks. The Boston pitchers, no walks but 10 strikeouts. Therein lies the difference in the ball game. Of those 7 walks, 4 of them have scored. It is 2-2 for Rougned Odor. Only 1 out. Top of the eighth inning, 6-1 Boston. The Red Sox fans are rocking. It is 2-2. Fouled straight back. Odor was on that fastball. 98 miles an hour. There's a cluster of Yankee fans here in Fenway, but the Fenway faithful are rocking right now. It is 2-2. The Roughneck Odor. Robles deals low. It is 3-2. The count is full to Roughneck Odor. Now the 3-2 pitch. Nobody on, one out. Here's the payoff pitch from Robles. Odor popped it up. That should be an easy play for Bogarts. He's called off by the left fielder, Renfroe. There are two away. Now Rizzo stands coming to the plate. Yankees are 4 outs away from going home for the rest of the season. Yankees are 4 outs away from one and done. Rizzo is responsible for the Yankees' only run, a home run around the pesky pole in right field. It traveled 408 feet. Rizzo missed that one. It's 1-1. He was slightly late on that. That's why I went back to left field. Well, not left field, excuse me. So 0-1 to Rizzo. Fouled off again. It is 0-2. Yankees are 1 strike away from ending this inning. Nobody on, 2 outs, 6-1 Boston. Here the Red Sox faithful stand up again. They have been cheering every single pitch. The Fenway crowd has been rocking all night long. And it's been at the decibel pitch ever since the home run by Bogarts. And he struck him out. The crowd is going crazy. The Red Sox are 3 outs away from moving on to the ALDS. At the end of 7.5, the Red Sox 6, Yankees 1. Boy, what a bad job by the Yankee hitters. Boy, what a bad job by the Yankees. Now the Yankees are 3 outs away from the end of the 2021 baseball season. And let's face it, if you're a Yankee fan, and if you're the Yankees, period, you cannot consider one game in the wild card the postseason. I understand technically it is, but the postseason, you want to get at least to, listen, if you're the Yankees, it's World Series or bust. There's just no other way around it. But you especially have to get to the World Series, especially after last season's bitter taste that was left in the mouths, thanks to Geraldus Chapman and many others, and Garrett Cole as well. Garrett Cole just did not come through in the clutch for the Yankees this postseason yet again. That was an epic failure. An epic failure. it goes down like that, he is the Yankee GOAT as far as I'm concerned. No question about it. Now, there'll be some blame there's plenty of blame to go around, but the blame starts and ends with Garrett Cole not even giving you 3 solid innings. That cannot happen if you are the ace of a staff and you're making upwards of $300 million. That cannot happen. Now, I don't know who's coming in for the Yankees right now. I don't know whether they kept in Chad Green or they're bringing in another pitcher. The Red Sox faithful have been yelling and screaming from the beginning. And it just, when Xander Bogaerts hit that 2-run home run, it just went up a million decibels. They have been nonstop all night long. And they're about to explode. They are 3 Yankee outs away from exploding and going to the ALDS. Green is still in there. First pitch is up and away, ball 1. Hunter Renfroe singled and walk. He is 1 for 2 tonight. There's a strike. Slider. Lower quadrant of the plate. Garrett Whitlock he's not their closer, but he is one of their closers. See, they close almost by committee, the Red Sox. And Whitlock was a guy who the Yankees had, but the Red Sox were able to pry him away. And he has a chance to shut the door on the Yankees tonight. Garrett Cole, it is all on you. They are showing him right now at the network. Green deals. That's a strike 3 call, 1 away. Garrett Cole did not do his job tonight. He lasted less than 3 innings. He did not get it out in the 3rd inning and left them in a 3-0 hole. 3-0 has now become 6-1 Boston here at the bottom of the 8th. Christian Vasquez, his first at bat tonight, coming in for Arroyo. Schwarber, one of the heroes for the Red Sox, is on deck. This might be the end. This should be the end, I believe, of Aaron Boone. It's going to be the end of Brett Gardner for sure. He'll more than likely retire. Not sure about Brian Cashman. Nasty slider, 2 away. There are 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. Oh, sorry. Bobby Dahlbeck is up. The 8th place hitter. Green deals away, 1-0. Oh, what a terrible job by the Yankees this evening. Green deals. That's a pop-up. It'll go out of play. 1-1 to Bobby Dahlbeck. It'll be interesting to see what the Yankees do with their front office this season. I do not know if Cashman can survive this. Grounder to third. Odor scoops it up, fires, and they got him. 3 up, 3 down. The heart of the Yankee order comes up, but it is the top of the ninth. This is the last chance for the Yankees. Judge, Stanton, and Gallo do up. Boston 6, Yankees 1 at the end of 8. Now the challenge is the Yankees need base runners. I mean, the home run ball really doesn't help them unless runners are on base. They need base runners. They need to be singles hitters instead of home run hitters right now. I mean, if you get a pitch and you're able to drive it, you do. But the Yankees are in need of base runners, no question about it. The Yankees have a 5-run deficit to start the top of the 9th inning. And you talk about a pitcher with filthy stuff. Whitlock has filthy stuff. And he is one of those guys with a chip on his shoulder. Because he feels he did not get a fair shake with the Yankee organization. So he's got to be grinning like a Cheshire cat, knowing that he is responsible for the next 3 outs, and he has a chance to end the Yankee season in the top of the 9th inning this evening. Oh, what a disappointing evening this has been so far if you are a New York Yankees fan. Garrett Cole was abysmal. The Yankees had a chance at a rally and they ran themselves out of a rally. As far as I'm concerned, you cannot send Aaron Judge from first base. You cannot do it. I mean, you were set up for a big inning. Here is Garrett Whitlock, 196 ERA, 112 whip. His first pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 97 miles an hour. Aaron Judge stepping in. Judge is 1 for 3 with a single. Whitlock deals. That's a grounder to short. Bogarts, 1 away. Yeah, but now they're showing the play of the game where Xander Bogaerts with the relay from behind second base takes out Aaron Judge. Stanton swings, he fouls it back, strike 1. Stanton's 2 for 3. 2 singles. 2 hard hit singles. The 0-1. Stanton goes the opposite way, and it's gone. Giancarlo Stanton hits a home run. It's 6-2 Red Sox. I mean, Stanton is the only Yankee really I mean, obviously, Rizzo hit the first home run, but Stanton has been consistent tonight. He's 3 for 4, 2 singles and a home run. But the Yankees still have a long way to go. Maybe this will light a fire in them. Let's hope so. Joey Gallo has struck out all 3 times. He is in danger of wearing the golden sombrero. Means 3 strikeouts. He got a hole in one. Is it still in the ballpark? It's going to stay in the ballpark. He just missed. The Yankees are 1 out away from taking their butts back home. Joey Gallo just missed a home run, which actually would have made it quite interesting. Now Brett Gardner, I think they're calling him back. Nope, Gardner's going to... I thought they would have taken Brett Gardner out myself. He has... Nope, but Gleyber Torres is up. And there's a strike. Gardner comes up after Torres. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. And he pops it up. This should do it. Dahlbeck under it. And the Red Sox end the Yankees season 6-2. The Yankees blew it. Garrett Cole's a loser. The Yankees are losers. That is it. Boston 6. Yankees 2 is the final. And the horror show continues at Fenway for the New York Yankees. That'll do it for me and the Yankees. Please like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Claude signing out. Once again, the final. Boston Red Sox 6, New York Yankees 2. That should be all for Aaron Boone and the boys. Uncle Claude signing out. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.